everybody. Good morning, and can't sleep. My son just went to bed, and it's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm up for the day. Um, I went to bed really early last night, and the night before this night, of course, and the night, the day before that, I pretty much all day and all night. So my brother actually like helped me out and so that I could sleep. So I'm just kind of like just in so much pain right now that it's just ruining my sleep. But I haven't even really tried or anything like that, and I'm not going to because I got shit to do today early in the morning. I gotta wake my brother up at a certain time, and my son till now. So yeah, but I don't know. So I think I'm probably gonna be checking the mail today later on, after the mail comes, because I want to see if I got any more stuff in the mail. Um, so yeah, but I got this really, really delicious coffee. That's like 5 something at HEB. Um, so by the way, if you guys didn't know, I live in Texas. I feel comfortable enough to tell you guys. I think I said it in like one other video besides this, but yes, I live in the big state of Texas, and out here we have a called HEB, and my dad and my family. My dad works in the HEB Plus out here where I live. He works in the cheese department and deli department, and then my sister, she works at HEB. She's actually a manager of the wine department, and then my niece just got a job. She like does foods, like she does like samples and stuff like that, like makes samples and all that, and like does like different stuff like that. So that's her job. Um, my brother-in-law, that's not by marriage anymore, but he's still like my brother-in-law. He's still like a brother to me because I grew up with him since I was a little girl, and my sister was married to him until she was like 16 to in her late 30s, and then she got divorced, and now she's remarried. Um, but my brother-in-law, he used to work at HEB, and he is a bakery manager. Now he's working at some other store where he lives now. So, because he just recently like sold my sister his house because they got divorced. So he could do whatever he could. I guess he wanted better payments or something on the house, but um, she's got a house out in a few hours away from us. So, but we're still super close to him. But he's retired from HEB and working at their store. So, but and then my other brother-in-law, my sister, that both got divorced close same time. So my sisters got a divorce first, and then my other sister got a divorce. So, and weirdly, my sister now lives in California, and I have another sister that lives with us with her kids. So, yeah, I'm always babysitting stuff because, like, my sister actually lives with us. She moved into our house after my mom passed away to help us out and everything. So, um, yeah, so, um, and then my sister Jessica, she lives in California. And then my brother Ronnie, he lived with us, which you guys I've seen him in videos and stuff, or heard about him or whatever. Um, and then my brother Jeff. I don't know if you guys know that I have two brothers. My brother Jeff is in Utah. Um, I believe he works with computers or something like that. That's his job. My dad was in the Navy for a long time, like 20 something years. So when I was growing up, grew up in the Navy base in California, um, in San Diego. Um, I was raised in a Mormon family, so um, at first we moved to Utah because, like, first we moved, and then we moved to Texas for like 5 months, and then it didn't work out. It didn't work out there because there was just problems with my sister and the guy that she was married to, and all this drama and stuff. And then we moved to Utah, and then a lot happened in Utah, and then my grandmother got diagnosed with cancer. She had lung cancer, and we moved to California to get to take care of her. We inherited her house, and then in 2006 we decided to move back to Texas, and we've been here ever since. So but I'd honestly like Texas way more. I used to live in Hesperia, California, and the high desert, near 2 hours from San Diego and 2 hours from Las Vegas, and there wasn't hardly anything to do at all, um, besides party, which I never was into heavy drugs or anything like that, but I was a lot younger, so I did have my fair of, smoking pot and all that. I just didn't do like heavy drugs, but I like the way that marijuana made me feel because it would make me paranoid because my brain chemical imbalance, having mental problems. So I didn't really like how it made me feel. Um, but there wasn't much you could do, So then I was like a person that liked drinking a lot. So I like party with my friends and drink. I always liked kickbacks more than parties, though. Like, just with a few friends or whatever, just kickbacks more than, a big, huge house party. So I remember one time when my friend, she was good at piercings because she like pierced herself and everything, and so she was good at like homemade piercings instead of going to like piercing place. And so it was New Year's, and she said she could pierce my lip for me, and so I bought the lip ring for it and everything. So it was during New Year's, and I was pretty drunk, I was really like pretty drunk. So like the pain it wasn't bad at that point. But she pierced my lip. I actually think I still have the scar somewhere around here. She put a safety pin in my mouth. And so like during the party, like I had to like eat with a safety pin in my mouth, just all that, and she said that I'd have to have it in my mouth for 3 days so that it could open up more, that she could get the piercing through and everything, because that's how she knows how to do it. Well, the night wore off, the alcohol wore off. I was in a lot of pain from my piercing. The weather was cold and everything, so I ended up taking it out. So I don't have that piercing anymore because of that. One time when I was drunk, I actually pierced my nose. I know that's weird, but I did. I pierced it with a stud earring, but I couldn't find like an actual like earring thing to put, with it so that it wouldn't fall off. And like I went to sleep with it in my nose, not thinking it would fall out or anything like that, and it fell out. So I didn't have that piercing because of that. Because of that, my eyebrow right here, I got it pierced with Andrew, the one that passed away that I've told you guys about many times. He thought that it would be too painful for me and that I'd cry like a bitch, but it was the opposite. It actually kind of like turned me on a little bit because I had like a really nice piercing there, and it looked really nice. And I only had it for a little bit, and it cost me money to get it done and everything. Um, but yeah, I took it out. It was like always like a stud. It was never like a hoop. It was like I actually got like really pretty jewelry for it. So my brother would tell me that I looked like a bull dyke. I didn't care. I liked it, and I miss it. My ears were pierced 3 times. I actually got it professionally done when I was a kid for one sides, one on each side. The other 2 I did by myself. All I did was take, a stud earring and poke it through and put alcohol in it, and it healed, it worked good. I still have the holes and everything. They're still open enough to put earrings in. So I have my ears pierced 3 times on both ears, and those are my only piercings that I have right now. I never like, Andrew actually had his tongue ring. He had to take out a lot of piercings when he went to prison. I know it's not bad to go to prison, but yeah, he kind of like had an I don't give an F attitude that kind of got him in trouble. So, but during the time that he was in prison, because he was gone 2 years, and it was hard times for us. The only way that we could communicate was through mail. So I could count so many times that I went to the mail. I wrote him all the time. I didn't know if I could actually wait for him during the first, probably 5 months. I didn't know exactly, how long he would be, in prison and all that. But once I found out that it was only going to be 2 years, I was dedicated to, wait for him and all that, and not have sex with anybody or do anything like that. But it was hard times for us. I couldn't even talk on the phone with him because I wasn't like his wife or anything like that. So, but which I still had those letters that he wrote me, but I don't know what happened to them. But actually during the time that he was in jail too, I was actually went to the mental institution because I just couldn't handle it. But I don't know. But because of the fact that he had to take all the piercings out, I actually paid for him to get his eyebrow done for $30 for his birthday. And I got him a lot of different things. I actually spoiled him a lot. And his truck would take us all over the place. So, but once my son was born, all the paying for hotel rooms and all that stuff, was gone, and he understood that, like, my money needs to go to my kid and all that. I mean, my family felt like he used me for my money, but he definitely did not. Um, just, I would pay for gas and stuff like that, but, like, he never used me for my money. He always was, and all that. I mean, he and my ex-boyfriend, I mean, he kind of, like, used me a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, just, like, certain things that he'd do, like, I pay for gas sometimes and, like, all that, and I'd spoil him when I could and all that. And, there were times where he just wanted to go to certain places where I paid for it and all that, and, like, that was one, like, red flag, because my money, like, was being spent on things that I didn't need to be spent on, you know what I mean? So, but I don't know. Ian was a great guy, but, like, I don't think that he'll ever even talk to me. He's still friends with my brother, but he don't even talk to me. So, but I don't know. The only guy that I've really been with since Andrew passed away, and I waited a long time before I even did anything with anybody. I had intimate issues for the longest time. I still do. But Mark's been there for me through a lot. I don't know if I've really talked to him, talked about him in videos before, but he was like my boyfriend and friends with benefits and all that for the longest time. The only guy that I really slept with, and still is the only person that I really sleep with, which I don't have sex with anybody. But, like, like, sometimes people have needs, but, like, for me, like, he's honestly, like, somebody that I trust and care about. And I have, like, feelings for people that I dated, or I've never really, like, had, bad breakups, really, or, I'm not friends with, like, an ex-boyfriend or anything like that, but it does suck, though, because, like, I do have an ex-boyfriend besides Ian that has kind of, like, blew me off. And I think it's because of the fact that he's too concerned about what his baby's mama thinks. And he kind of blocked me off Facebook for right now. I know someday that he'll, come back around, and I know that we're not on bad terms, but it still sucks and it still hurts. And then, my friend Abel, he just is a jerk, and I've known him for many, many years, but I've kind of, like, decided to just not have anything to do with him anymore, because he's just drama and shows his true colors too much, and I don't like his true colors. So I've kind of, like, X'd him out of my life. My friend Nathan I've known for many years, and he's always been there for me. I was there for him through the times that, his parents almost got divorced. He was, there for me when my mom passed away, just all kinds of different things. There's just people in your life that you stick by and that, matter to you, people that you won't X off. But, so. And then my best friend Chris, I've been his friend for a long time, So, I actually have two friends named Chris. I have my best friend that I've known since I was a teenager. And then I have my best friend Chris that I have a good connection with, and that I love talking on the phone with and all that. And he's my best friend too. So, there's a lot of good and bad people, but the people that are stick by your side and that, are there for you through thick and thin are the ones that are supposed to be in your life. And, the time that I've been alive and the time and everything, I've always, like, made friendships last. And, moving, from California to out here, like, subscribe, right? Love you guys. Bye.